Good morning, I'm Mike Olin from Paradise Chevrolet Fleet Department. We're going to talk a little bit today about this 2017 Chevy Silverado 3500 with a Duramax 6.6 liter diesel and a 10-foot Scelzi dump body. I'd like to show you what the new diesel's front end looks like. It's very distinctive because it happens to have the scoop, which is a functional scoop. I'm going to open up the hood for you for a minute so you can take a look at that beast of an engine. All the new diesels require diesel exhaust fluid, and people often wonder where they have to put it. So if you'll come right up in here, I'm going to show you this beautiful diesel 6.6. The blue cap is very distinctive. The blue cap is where we fill our diesel exhaust fluid. Now a little bit about diesel exhaust fluid. The purpose of it is what it does is it's more of a it's for smog control. The old diesels used to go ahead and blow black soot. What this does is as you're driving through, it spritzes the fluid into the exhaust chamber, and the fluid actually clings on to the exhaust particle, brings it back to a filter which is burned off. So it makes a pretty clean diesel. The other distinct thing about this new diesel is it's a whole lot quieter. You can actually have conversations inside the cab than its predecessor. Okay, let's walk around inside the diesel, inside the Silverado. This particular Silverado has a 13,200 pound gross vehicle weight rating. Now what does that mean to you? That means this vehicle is rated to operate safely by General Motors with no more than 13,200 pounds of weight. That would include the weight of the vehicle, weight of the body, the passengers, the fluid for the fuel, which this particular one has dual tanks of a total of 63 gallons, and the payload. As you can see on this particular one, this is a crew cab because we have 4 complete doors, so actually grown-up adults can actually get in the back, okay, as opposed to the 2500, which has a double cab. It has power windows. We have remote keyless entry, just like your car. This is an integrated trailer brake controller, so if you're towing a trailer behind you, you can utilize some of the trailer's brakes itself, so you don't put all the force and workload on your Silverado's brakes. I'll show you a few things on the inside. First off, let me adjust this seat back so a grown-up can sit in it. As we get in here, I'm going to put the key in the ignition, but you can see you've got cruise control. Just one of the ways we order our nice diesels. I'm going to fire this up so you can notice that it's not extremely loud. Pretty quiet, huh? Straight ahead, you can see the dash. And this little dial here, as I turn it, it goes through your computer. You can reset things. It tells you fuel range, average fuel economy. Holding this button down resets that. Okay. Oil life, it tells you on this engine that you got about 76% oil life, and that's just the computer measures viscosity or thickness and thinness of the oil and tells you, hey, you have approximately 76% left. When you get down to about 20%, you probably want to go ahead and give our service department a call so you can schedule a oil change, because by the time you get in there in a couple weeks, you'll probably almost be at the 0 range. Remaining fuel filter, it tells you your fuel filter percentage. Diesel exhaust fluid level is okay. Now you're going to get an opportunity as you're driving this thing for a while. You're going to use DEF fluid. The DEF fluid probably goes through 2.5 gallons about every 3,500 miles. The computer will let you know when it's time to add more DEF fluid. Should you ignore it, and you ignore it one time by hitting the check mark, that's fine. Second time you're okay. Third time it goes into like a limp home mode and keeps you around 15 miles an hour. And I don't know about anybody that wants to drive 15 miles an hour on the freeway. Moving over here. Down below we have traction control. This is StabiliTrak. Basically what this does is you have a computer that reads the speed of your wheels. So your rear wheels are spinning at a certain speed. If it recognizes that one of them is spinning faster than the other, it pulsates pulsate brakes about 1,000 times a second, so what it does, without you even noticing it, it slows down the other wheels so they don't create a fishtail. The only time you typically ever want to take this off, disengage it, is if you're stuck in the snow or the mud and you want to have the wheel spinning differently so you can fishtail and possibly get out of it. This is for your bed lamp. This is an exhaust brake. PTO, it's a power takeoff option, so if you're running a piece of equipment off from the transmission, you can utilize that, and you have 3 auxiliary switches that you can hook things up to. This is MyLink. MyLink is extremely user-friendly. It takes you probably 30 seconds or less to pair your phone. You have what's called projection technology. So if you guys are, everybody happens to have a phone, whether it be Android or it's an Apple. The cool thing about this is, with projection technology, you can hook your phone up so that what's on your phone, the key apps, such as navigation, displays up on this screen, and it makes this screen nothing but touch screen. And how do we do that? We take our USB connector to your phone and you hook it up in the center console, where you've got 2 USB ports, an auxiliary input, and a power port. As you can see, we have OnStar. And let me get it out back and I'll show you how the dump body works. I've got a cable right here so I can come out here to safely operate this. Pretty easy to utilize, it's up and down. Probably a little dirty under there. But I will tell you that anytime you happen to utilize the dump, and it's going to be up for a while, you're going to see that there's a post that you actually stick up underneath the body so that it doesn't drop down on somebody if you're doing any maintenance up underneath there. Put that back, and we're going to go ahead. You notice that? This is magnetic, so I can put it on any metal item. If I want to operate it safely from somewhere else, I can just bring it back down for you. Now this is great body. Again, it's a 10-foot body, 8 foot across. It's got a side landscape door that swings out, which you can push right here. Get it all the way down for you first. On the inside, this one's Linex, so this thing's going to last you quite a while. You're not going to have to worry about any spills that's going to corrode the inside, because Linex took care of and made sure this thing was covered and protected for you. Right? And as you can see all the way through, you've got another door on the other side. So you have one of these side landscape entry ports on both sides. Simply secure them, put it in and latch down. Right here, any landscaper can tell you, they go ahead and put their equipment inside here. They got the rakes, their brooms, and on the back, not only do we have a nice hitch in case you happen to be towing something, because we know a diesel is really famous for towing. It does a really great job. But you also have your swinging doors. And all you do is open these things up. Come around here, there's a little latch. You see this little silver latch? So when you're going to dump something, guess what? If I need it open, all you do is latch it inside here, and then I can complete the dump process. Again, here's that side door. Down below, you've got a couple toolboxes. You got to store anything inside there that you need, whether it be gas, fuel for your weed eaters, your any other type of tools, weed eaters, blowers. You put all the stuff in there, all extra parts. Alright? If you got any questions on this vehicle, you can contact the Paradise Fleet Department. Thanks so much for taking your time. Doc out.